iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
All right, welcome race fans to Auto Club Speedway for the Southern Motorsports Truck Series here tonight. A pretty good sized field out here with, I believe we have 16 drivers? Nope, 15 drivers. Okay, so we got a pretty good sized field out here. Still have a couple more coming in as we near the end of practice. And we're going to do a quick run through of the points before tonight's race. Let me pull those up really quick. All right. Camping World Truck Series put on by Southern Motorsports. Brad Hicks is currently currently leading in points with 1 win. He is ahead of Shane Pippola, who is 28 points behind. He has 2 wins. Billy Howard is in 3rd. Paul Zoda in 4th. We're actually missing Paul right now. AJ Hamill is 5th. William Lee is 6th. Jeff Blockner 7th. Rob Whitmore 8th. Kurt Davidson in 9th, and Blake Haynes rounds out your top 10 in points here tonight for the Southern Motorsport Truck Series. They have run 6 races. They have run 6 races of 21, so they still got a long season left here in the Truck Series. And I know these guys are itching to go. This is a big change from where most of them have been running this week, with it being Watkins Glen week. A lot of these guys have been on the road course trying to get that track down, and then they come out here and run basically a super speedway. Handful of cars still out there trying to get their last laps in before we go to qualify. We'll wait for those first couple cars to come out for qualifying here. Oh, a couple getting set to take their qualifying laps. And we should start getting some times here in a moment. As our first couple cars should be coming around to clock those times. And Shane Pippola will take our pole for the moment. Stephen Bird's not far behind him, though. We look at the top five as we stand. For this update. Oh, Stephen Bird was 600ths away from Shane Pippola. Oh, I don't know what it's doing. Keeps updating. Brad Hicks has now taken second. Stephen Bird still sitting back and forth. It's nice to see Jeffrey Smith back out on the track tonight. And we should be nearing the end of qualifying here. Shane Pippola is still holding on to that top spot. Brad Hicks in second. Oh, Lupe Gonzalez is going to take second from Brad Hicks. Lupe coming off that K&N Pro Championship. Not sure if... Okay, we didn't lose. We did lose him for 1 second. And it does look like we should be getting near the end of all of our qualifying laps now. And we will be going to grid here now. Let's take a look at the grid here tonight. Still waiting for some of those cars to grid up. Shane Pipolo will take the pole here tonight with a 40.077. Lupe Gonzalez still takes second. Brad Hicks in third. Billy Howard fourth. Stephen Bird fifth. Joe Mitchell in sixth. Dean Vining seventh. Rob Whitmore in eighth. Jeffrey Smith ninth. Michael Palmer in 10th. Kurt Davidson in 11th. Lynn McNeese in 12th. William Lee in 13th. And I have the zero no name in 14th. Paul Coden is in 14th. Jay Dubuque in 15th. Shane McCurry 16th. So we do have 16 cars out on the track tonight. Not sure if they all gridded or not, but we will find out shortly. Alright, as we wait for them to start, we will take one more break and be back before the start of the race.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Alright, so they come around turn number 3 before the beginning of this race. Pace car will dip in. Shane Pippola will bring him to the line. And green flag is out. We got green flag racing down here tonight. Shane Pippola brings him to the line. I'm not sure if he got that lap stolen from him. Well, it doesn't count the first lap, so he didn't get a lap stolen from him. Brad Hicks on that bottom line now, right below Lupe Gonzalez, trying to battle for second place now. And let's see if we can get under Shane Pippola and try to get around. And Brad Hicks now working on Shane Pippola on the bottom side. Doesn't look like he had enough to keep it underneath Shane. Now Lupe going to the inside. Lupe's gonna sit in third. He's got Billy Howard on his outside though. Billy Howard, the 54 of Joe Mitchell, and I believe that's a 14 of Stephen Bird, all by each other in a pack of 4. Stephen Bird trying to make his move around the '07 of Billy Howard. And Joe Mitchell's going to get the pass on Billy Howard. Billy Howard didn't have any speed coming off the corner there, and will drop back into 5th. Stephen Bird, though, is going to try to have to make his move here shortly. And Stephen Bird is going to make his move. Contact with the '07 of Billy Howard. Billy Howard able to keep control of it. In danger of losing a couple more spots now, though. Loses it to the 71 of Dean Vining and the 41 of Kurt Davidson. Going back toward the front with Stephen Bird, or Stephen Bird's not at the front, but he's in danger of losing a couple spots to Kurt and Dean. We'll jump back up here with the points leader, Brad Hicks, who's in a pretty good battle with the 53 of Lupe Gonzalez and the 54 of Joe Mitchell. Joe Mitchell is a newcomer to the league, so it'd be good to see him get a good finish out here tonight and put his name up on the board. And Joe Mitchell hits the wall a little bit there. Able to keep control of it, though. Sorry about that. Just realized I had the qualifying stuff still up, so we're on lap 5 of 100. Shane Pippola has led 4 laps so far. Take a look back in 5th with Stephen Bird battling back here to keep 5th position away from Kirk Davidson and Dean Vining. And it looks like we had a car come onto the track a little late. Jay Dubuque is 6 laps down, but on the track. And Stephen Bird's going to give up 5th position to Kirk Davidson. And the 84 of Lynn McNeese is actually going to make the move on him now. And Stephen Bird's in trouble, in danger of losing another position to Dean Vining. We got battle up front with Lupe Gonzalez and Shane Pippola. And let's see if Lupe can get to the inside of Shane and get around him. Lupe, as of late, has been on fire with these Southern Motorsport racing, with the races they've had recently. So we'll see if he can keep on to that this week. And Joe Mitchell is in 3rd. He's kind of got some space between him and the top 2, but I imagine he's comfortable right there with the points leader right behind him. And Kurt Davidson getting passed up by Lynn McNeese now. Let's take a look. I don't remember exactly where. Lynn started in 12th, has already moved his way up to 5th. He's been known to make those runs from the back to the front. Last week he said he was very comfortable out there and thought he had the long run on, I believe it was Shane. And it does look like everybody is kind of thinning out. And we had a lap traffic there, the 65 at Jay Dubuque. Still hanging in there, even though he came in a little bit late and missed the start. Jay Dubuque is hanging in there trying to wait for those cautions and get his lucky dogs. Let's go back up front with the leader tonight, Shane Pippola, who's doing everything he can to hold off Lupe Gonzalez. And Lupe gonna try to go to the inside, doesn't have enough to cut off the inside from Shane Pippola, who will drop to the inside. Lupe out to the outside. And so far, we've been green this whole race. Lupe is going to dip to the inside now. Let's see if we can get around him in the corner. And Lupe will take the lead for the moment. This will be our first lead change of the night, as Shane Pippola had led 11 laps tonight. And Shane battling to get that lead back on the outside. Will take the lead for the moment. I don't know if he can hold on to it going into the corner, though. As Lupe not taking back the lead. These two have put almost 2 seconds on third place. So these guys are definitely separating themselves from the rest of the pack. And Lupe's now in defensive, trying to hold off Shane. $15 down. And Lupe Gonzalez has now led 3 laps here tonight. Look back in the field, we've got a little bit of action going back here with the 54 of Joe Mitchell trying to get around Lynn McNeese, who's moved his way into 4th. We talked about it at the start that Lynn's got the long run set for him, and he likes to start at the back and work his way up. Take a look here with Lynn. See, he's got a pretty good gap between him and 3rd, but he is fastly closing that up pretty quickly, and see if he can get around 3rd place here in a moment. it's down to a 0.8 second gap now between Lynn McNeese in third place, and Lupe has put on a half second over Shane Pippola. And we do got a little bit of a battle going on back here with Stephen Bird and the 51 of Paul Conan. And I'm not sure how long their fuel runs are here tonight. I believe they're 30 laps. So imagine it won't be too much longer. We'll start seeing some pit stops. For now, let's go back up front with Lupe Gonzalez, who has still a half second lead on Shane Pippola. Bringing him around for lap number 20 here tonight. Oh, hits the wall a little bit. It's going to let Shane Pippola gain a little bit of time. Does look like Lupe recovered enough to fend off a Shane Pippola charge as he's back to a half second lead. Alright, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back after this commercial. Alright, we're back. Zach, sorry about that. I did just see your message on YouTube. Thanks a lot, man. Alright, back out front, Lupe Gonzalez still has a pretty good lead on Shane Pippola. And Brad Hicks is almost 3.5 seconds back now. And he's in danger of losing it to Lynn McNeese, who has moved up from 12th to 4th. Let's see if Lynn can make his way around. See if Lynn can get that nose in on Brad Hicks. And it didn't look like he had enough going into that corner, but he's done a great job so far moving his way up the field. And if we get a caution, that 3.5 seconds is gone and gives Brad Hicks and Lynn a chance to get up front. Let's go back for now. Let's go back up front to Lupe Gonzalez, who for the most part, has taken control of this race after Shane led 11 laps. He has built about a half-second lead over Shane and has maintained it. And I believe we have a pass for third place. Lynn McNeese did make the pass into third over Brad Hicks. We'll see if Lynn can close the gap a little bit. Go back up front. Lupe has lost a little bit of time now to Shane. We were talking about how he has maintained that gap that he had on Shane, but it's down to 0.2 seconds now. And here comes Shane trying to make a pass on Lupe Gonzalez now. And Shane will take the lead for the moment. Back and forth these two go. Shane's now got 11 laps led. Lupe with 14. Shane's going to try to get his 12th. Lupe trying to get back to the inside. Trying to steal it from Shane. And Shane will lead that lap. Back and forth these two go. As Lupe takes the lead for the moment. Shane will take it right back coming out of the corner though. And Lupe has had trouble with for parts of this race tonight, hitting that wall coming off of 4. Doesn't look like he's getting too much damage, but it does look like it has slowed him enough to let Shane put on 7/10 of a second over Lupe. And so far, we've been all green flag action here tonight. And the only we do have multiple cars laps down, so I guarantee we've seen guys come to the pits. And I have Jeffrey Smith, Joe Mitchell, and Stephen Bird all have taken their stop. So we'll see when we start to see some of these leaders coming down pit road. And I believe Shane Curry is now coming down pit road. And he is. Dan McCurry's on pit road. See when the next car comes down pit road. And I imagine we see Lupe Gonzalez come in here shortly. Lupe has been battling to keep that car ahead of Shane for a good half of the race and is now starting to feel it. And we are seeing Lupe Gonzalez come down pit road now. So that'll move Lynn McNeese into second and Brad Hicks into third. Michael Palmer in the 31 moving into fourth, and Dean Vining in fifth. But Dean's got Paul Coleman right behind him. I'm not sure if he wrecked it or... Oh, he's coming down pit road. Billy Howard has brought it down pit road. We got a bunch of them coming down pit road as all the leaders coming in. Shane Pippola, Lynn McNeese, and Brad Hicks all coming down pit road, which makes our leader Michael Palmer in the 31. First time we've seen him out front here tonight. Michael Palmer will lead for the moment. Let's see if Michael decides to bring it down pit road now as he's slowing down. Does look like he's going to go to the pits. And Lynn McNeese is out of the pits first in that group of 3 that came in just a moment ago. So Lynn McNeese will be our leader this time around. No, Lupe Gonzalez gets out in front. So Lupe will be the leader when he hits the start-finish line. And I don't think it counted a lap for him because Michael Palmer had crossed the line before before getting into his pit stall. So Lupe will not lead that lap. Michael will actually get that lap led. And now we got Lupe in first, Lynn McNeese in second, and Shane Pippola is back in third now. As pit stops have finally cycled through, William Lee was just passed up to be lapped. Other than William, we've got one other truck on laps down, and I just realized we're not running caution clock here tonight. And Lupe Gonzalez will lead for the moment. And I believe we had a pass for second. Shane Pippola did pass Lynn McNeese. Good look back here with Lynn. And Lynn's got Brad Hicks now right behind him. And now Lynn McNeese is working on some lap traffic to 51 off Paul Cohen. And the 2 of William Lee. And Paul Cohen's trying to get around the 2 of William Lee now. Lynn McNeese still battling out front with Shane Pippola. And let's take a look back out front with Lupe Gonzalez, who has built almost a 5-second lead on Shane Pippola and is now trying to get around the 07 of Billy Howard. We're going to take another quick break and be back right after this.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Alright, and we're back. Lupe Gonzalez still out front by 4 seconds, but Shane Pippola has been doing everything he could to keep off Lynn McNeese. And I believe that's Paul Corman. Right behind them, it was a lap down truck. So we'll go ahead and watch these two for a while. No, that's on me. I completely forgot about the caution clock tonight. During the last little break, I did jump down into the race room and chat with the guys, and they said just throw it out the window since we've already forgot it. Just do it without tonight. AJ 1820, is that AJ Hamill? Shane Pippola doing everything he can to fend off Lupe Gonzalez, or not Lupe, but Lynn McNeese. Lupe has now led 45 laps, or 27 laps, sorry about that. He's led 27 laps, Shane Pippola 16, and we had Michael Palmer, who's currently sitting in 5th, lead 2 laps. Let's take a look around the field go back up front first with Lupe Gonzalez, who started second, led 28 laps, currently sits in first. Shane Pip. Please ignore the team's logos there; those are wrong. Shane Pippola started first tonight, has led 16 laps, currently sitting in second, passing up some lap traffic. Len McNeese started 12th, currently sits in third. Brad Hicks started third, currently sits back and fourth. Michael Palmer started 10th, moved his way up to 5th, also led 2 laps during the pit stops. Rob Whitmore started 8th, currently sits in 6th. Jeffrey Smith started 9th, currently sits in 7th. Joe Mitchell just was passed. So Dean Vining started 7th, currently sits in 8th. Joe Mitchell started 6th, currently sits in 9th. Kurt Davidson started 11th, is now sitting in 10th. Shane McCurry started 16th, sits in 12th. Stephen Bird started 5th and has fallen back to 11th. Billy Howard started 4th and currently sits in 13th. William Lee started 13th and has moved back to 14th, is also 2 laps down. Paul Conan started 14th and currently sits 15th, 2 laps down. And Jay Dubuque, who I believe missed the stop tonight, or missed the start of the race, started 15th, currently sits 16th, 8 laps down as he brings it to pit lane. Back up front with Lupe. And Lupe is working on a lot of lap traffic right now, but is still putting time on Shane Pippola. And Len McNeese is doing everything he can to try to get around Shane. Not sure if he's got it in the truck at the end of these long runs. And we have yet to have a caution here tonight. Laps of green flag racing. And AJ, I do see you just came back. I don't know if you caught it. I messed up on the caution clock tonight and forgot about it. So I talked to the guys during a commercial break and they said to just do no caution clock tonight. Paul Zoda is missing tonight, so we're just doing what we can. And Lynn McNeese will take over the second position from Shane Pippola now. Shane is going to try to get to the inside of Lynn now to try to get back around him. Doesn't look like Shane had enough to get around Lynn there. So Lynn will hold on to the second spot for the moment, but he is over 5 seconds back from Lupe. Now we got pit stops happening. Jeffrey Smith, 24, bringing it down pit road. Wait to see if anybody else brings it down pit road tonight. As they're on 48 to go. Go back up to Lupe, see when he takes his pit stop. And I don't think he's going to lose that much time when he goes into the pits. See who will come down pit road next. And I don't think we'll start seeing any more big packs of cars coming down pit road for another 5 or so laps. And just as I say that, Lupe Gonzalez has elected to bring it down pit road. So that'll give up the lead to Lynn McNeese, who will get his first lap sled here tonight. And Lynn is, I don't know if Lynn's going to stay out that long, as he knows Lupe is not far behind when he comes out of that pit. As Lynn's actually going to give up the lead to Shane Pippola for the moment now. And we're starting to see more cars come down pit road. Stephen Bird has elected to take it down pit road and get 4 fresh tires. And Lynn will go back out front now. And we'll see if he can bring it down pit road here shortly. But Shane's going to take it to the inside and try to fend off Lynn. And this is almost going to make Lynn stay out another lap. And Lupe has come out of pit road. He is in 7th right now. I believe it's almost a full lap back from these guys. Shane Pippola goes back into that lead for the moment as Shane and Lynn are working through lap traffic. But, oh, that's Brad Hicks who is in 3rd. No, it's not. Brad Hicks is 1 lap down in 8th. So these guys are working on lap traffic with Brad Hicks and I believe that was 51 of Paul Conan, who was 2 laps down in 14th. And Lupe is still 43 seconds back, but he's gaining fast on these guys. I have 41 to go. And we're still waiting to see when the top 2 come down pit road. As Shane Pippola and Lynn McNeese lead the field around. Brad Hicks did manage to get his lap back. And Lupe Gonzalez sits at 32 seconds back. And we're going to take another quick commercial break and be back right after this.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos and danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. Sure, they've got the most accurate tracks and realistic cars out there, but that's just the start. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all are kept in the pits. Not to mention that with over 45,000 active members already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in on the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
And Shane Pippola and Lynn McNeese will now bring it down pit road, which means that'll give up the lead to, I believe that's the 31 of Michael Palmer. As he brings it around, he is staying out. He will get a couple laps led. Does he get that lap, though? I don't believe he got that lap led. That's one out he should get. And Dean Vining also in second. And Lupe Gonzalez now sitting in fourth now. And will move up into third after passing Shane Pippola, who's on pit road. And the 31 of Michael Palmer now bringing it down pit road, which means they'll give up the lead to Dean Vining if he elects to stay out. And he's coming down pit road, so we'll see Lupe Gonzalez take the lead. Now Lupe Gonzalez back out front with 36 to go. Lupe Gonzalez has now led 36 laps as we come to 35 to go. And Brad Hicks sitting in second. Don't believe Brad has pitted yet, as I think Brad was a lap down. Maybe he pitted early, but I don't have him as a lead lap car. Or I don't have him as a car that's pitted yet. As Brad Hicks still sitting in second. Lynn McNeese in third now. Lupe Gonzalez has an 11-second lead now. And we'll keep it on Brad Hicks to see if he comes down pit road here shortly. We do have one truck that took it behind the wall. The 65 of Jay Dubuque, who missed the start here tonight, did elect to take it down pit road and take it behind the wall. Paul Cohen was just on pit road as well, getting back up to speed and coming back on the track now. And Jeffrey Smith's on pit road. Or he's blinking, one of the two. I do believe Jeffrey Smith has taken behind the wall as well, as I'm showing him drop behind a couple of lap cars now. And Lupe Gonzalez still out front. We got a huge gap between Lupe and third. 16, almost 17 seconds separate. And we actually have 17.1 on Lynn McNeese behind Lupe Gonzalez. Doing pretty good. How are you doing, Breeze? We're on 31 to go. Haven't had a yellow yet here tonight as I messed up and we don't have the caution clock running. And Lupe Gonzalez has now led 40 laps here tonight out of 100. Lynn McNeese led 2, Shane Fuller led 24, Michael Palmer led 3. And pretty good racing out here tonight. Lupe Gonzalez has dominated for most of the race though. And if at the very beginning it was Shane and Lupe, and then Lynn got out there when Lupe pitted, and it's been good racing though. And I imagine we'll see imagine we'll be seeing Brad Hicks come to pit road anytime now, as I'm missing his last pit stop, so he may have taken another one. Let's go back out front though to Lupe Gonzalez, who is saving fuel. Let's ride along with him and hear that, because he clutched it all the way through the corner. Let's see if we can catch him clutching it through turn number 1. Yeah, he does clutch it as soon as he sees that 2 sign. All the way past the caution lights. Pretty impressive by Lupe, trying to save that fuel so he doesn't have to pit again. We'll see if he can hold on and get the win here tonight. So we're on 27 to go. And Lupe is out dominating, 10.5 seconds ahead of Brad Hicks. And Lynn McNeese is now catching Brad Hicks. And you gotta imagine Lupe is losing that time to Brad Hicks because he is clutching it through the corners, not because he is... Not because he's not running a good line, but I mean, just like that, Brad Hicks has taken it to pit road, I believe. Brad Hicks took it to pit road and gave up second place. And I think Brad finally realized he didn't have the fuel left to make that run. And Lynn McNeese now moves into second place. And let's see if Michael Palmer can catch up to... Michael Palmer hasn't pitted either. So we've got a couple cars who have, or trucks who have yet to pit tonight for the last time. We're on 25 to go. And we'll see if Lynn McNeese now can catch up to Lupe, who's trying to save some fuel and just about gains a second on Lupe now. And we saw Brad Hicks coming out of pit road. And Brad Hicks has now dropped back to... And Brad Hicks showing 7th, 1 lap down. Top 5 are still on the lead lap, but Shane Pippola now in danger of losing that. We're now on 24 to go. And did Lupe take it to the pits? Lupe went to pit road, and I don't think he had enough to finish, as he's now on pit road, giving up the lead to Lynn McNeese. And Lynn McNeese will now lead him around with 24 to go. And Lynn McNeese is now going to try to work around some lap traffic. Lupe Gonzalez comes back out onto the track, sitting in 4th place. But he is 35 seconds down from Lynn McNeese. Let's see if Lynn's got enough to keep the truck out there for the rest of the race. I think they'll have to make one more pit stop. It'll make for an interesting finish here now, as Lynn McNeese, if he needs fuel, he's got to dip in now and get that fuel so he can battle Lupe out to the finish. Michael Palmer has battled back to second. Rob Whitmore is showing 3rd place, as some of these guys haven't even taken their 3rd stops, and Lupe has his 4th. Back to 2nd place, Michael Palmer. And he's 20 seconds behind Lynn McNeese right now. So if Lynn wanted to get a gas and go, he could probably still lead this. Now up front with Lynn. And see what he decides to do as we come to 20 to go. 20 to go, and with that, we'll take one more little break before we get to the end of this race. Alright, and we're back with 19 to go. Lynn McNeese still out front, 21 seconds ahead of Michael Palmer. And we're on now 18 to go. And it'll be real interesting to see if Lynn McNeese has got anything left in that tank at the end of this race. And if Rob Whitmore can hold on to third, that'd be great for him. And Lynn McNeese will bring it to pit road. Let's see if he just gets fuel and go, and hopes that he holds on to the lead. I'd imagine, though, he's going to want to take tires. Let's see if the truck goes up. And it does not. Nope, there it goes. He's going to take left sides. What's going on, Gav? Thanks for stopping by. He's going to take left sides and try to get out before Lupe. Does not make it out before Lupe. Lupe now looks like roughly 5 seconds ahead. Michael Palmer is now out front. Palmer will get a couple more laps led. Does Michael Palmer have enough fuel left in a tank to finish this race? How's it going, Gav? How you doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good. Michael Palmer out front right now. Rob Whitmore in second. Lupe Gonzalez trying to catch up to Rob Whitmore. And Michael Palmer still keeping it down on the track. And Lupe will move into second now, and I believe, yes, Rob Whitmore has gone to pit road. Oh, I was gonna say, it's pretty late for you right now. And Lupe Gonzalez still out front, or is starting to work on Michael Palmer. And Michael Palmer does come to pit road. So that'll give the lead back up to Lupe now. And with 15 to go. And Lupe has now led 47 laps here tonight. I think we now start to question if Lupe is going to be able to save enough fuel to get around to the finish. As I believe Lupe pitted with about 25 to go. He should have enough to finish though, so we'll see if he starts to save as we go 10 to go here shortly. We're on 13 to go right now though. Only 2 trucks have taken it out behind the wall. Lee Dubuque and Jeffrey Smith. Still 14 trucks left on the track. Only our top 5 are on the lead lap. You see right there the top 5: Lupe Gonzalez, Lynn McNeese, Brad Hicks, Michael Palmer, and Shane Pippola. And Lynn McNeese has got a big gap to make up, almost 7.5 seconds behind Lupe, and the only thing I think that can help Lynn at this point is if Lupe runs out of fuel. And I have seen it. It was at our Saturday night broadcast with Racing Freaks at Indianapolis. We did see Robert Warner Jr. run out of fuel on the last lap of the race. Had about half a lap to go and ran out. So you always want to push until that very last moment. As we're now on 11 to go. And Lupe is actually putting time on Lynn at this point. Well, let's take a look back here with Len McNeese, who has nobody around him. And we don't really have any battles going on at the moment. Rob Whitmore was just lapped. See him in the Pepsi machine, just lapped by Lupe Gonzalez. Yeah, it was a crazy week last week. Thanks, man. Take a look back out front with Lupe as we're on 10 to go now. Stands right now, we do have one interview we'll be able to give. We don't have our first, what will be our winner here tonight and our third place finisher if he holds on. As we're on 9 to go, Lupe Gonzalez still pushing around the track. Looked like he was trying to save fuel there. I think we heard his clutch. And it does look like Lupe is starting to save a little fuel as Rob Whitmore is now going to go to the inside and try to get around him and get his lap back now. And Lynn McNeese has closed the gap to 7 seconds. And 8 laps to go. He's almost got to make up a second a lap. And look at that. Down to 6.5 just in corner number 1. And I'm pretty sure we do see Lupe saving fuel. He may have enough to get around. It's gonna be close though. He almost gave up a second on that lap, so. And I think Lupe started to see that as did kind of go a little bit quicker in that corner, but did lose a little bit more time to Lynn. He's got it down to 6.2. Oh no. Did we just lose the server? Oh, there we go, we're back. Okay, good. 6 laps to go. Lupe Gonzalez still out front. Not sure what happened to Lynn. Or why it was saying he was 12 seconds down, because he is actually 6 seconds down. But Lupe seems to be pushing it now. Let's see if that will affect Lupe with 6 laps to go, now to 5 laps to go. And it does look like Lupe is going to hold on here with a 6-second lead and 5 laps to go. laps to go, and we'll take a look back here with Brad Hicks, who is currently sitting in third. There is nobody around him, and there's pretty much a huge gap between everybody on the track at the moment. Lynn McNeese is another 8 seconds ahead of Brad Hicks. And then you got another 6-second gap until you get to our leader, Lupe Gonzalez. Now leading 57 laps as he comes around to lead one more lap for tonight. 3 to go, and he has now led 58 laps. And we're going to keep our eye on Lupe here to see if he does have enough fuel to finish out the race. Because he was saving fuel there for a while. Let's see if he saved enough though. As we're now on 2 to go. And Lynn McNeese is still 6 seconds back. It did look like Lupe was saving going into 1 again. As the white flag will be coming out this time around. And it did look like Lupe saved just enough to finish. The race here tonight will win at Auto Club with the Southern Motorsport Truck Series. And he will cross the line and be our winner here tonight. We will take another quick break, get our interview with Lynn McNeese, who is in TeamSpeak with us here tonight, and then we will close up for the night. All right, we're here with Lynn McNeese, who finished second tonight. Lynn McNeese, you got a copy.
I've got you there. Go ahead.
All right, how was the truck out there tonight?
Oh, the truck was good. I thought it was really good for long runs tonight, so the setup and all was a real good setup.
Yeah, we did see you jump from 12th. I believe you're up in 5th before the first pit stops. You also led 10 laps out there. I mean, did you just have the truck dialed in tonight to jump that high?
It was a good truck for the long run. I goofed up on qualifying and put myself back there in the back and was having to play catch up all night.
All right, well, any shout-outs you'd like to give tonight?
Hey, we'll shout out to you up there in the booth up there putting on this race for us, and Paul for putting it on, and everybody that's sponsoring this race. We appreciate them.
All right, and I always forget to look, but do you know where they're at next week?
Honestly, I do not. So
I know the last week we saw you come back after a while. Do we expect to see you next week?
I hope to. I've kind of rerouted some of my leagues around till Tuesday night would be more open, so I'm hoping to come back.
All right. Well, hopefully we see you move way up to the front again next week.
I hope so. It was a fun race tonight. I loved it going to 100 laps caution free. It says a lot about all the guys in here that can do some side-by-side racing.
All right. Well, have a great night and enjoy your second place finish tonight.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. And with that, let's go through the results here tonight. Lupe Gonzalez leads 61 laps and comes away with the win. Lynn McNeese will finish second here, also led 10 laps. Brad Hicks finishes third. Michael Palmer led 5 laps in the race and finishes fourth. Rob Whitmore finishes fifth, last car on the lead lap. Dean Vining will finish sixth, 1 lap down. Kurt Davidson finishes seventh. Shane Pippola, who led 24 laps earlier in the race, finishes 1 lap down in eighth. Billy Howard finishes ninth. Shane McCurry finishes 10th. Stephen Bird finishes 11th. William Lee will finish 12th. Joe Mitchell finishes 13th. Paul Conan 14th. Jeffrey Smith took it behind the wall tonight, finishes 34 laps down in 15th. And Jay Dubuque missed the start and then took it behind the wall later on in the race. 59 laps down, finishes 16th. And with that, I'd like to thank everybody for stopping by and checking out the race on Twitch and on YouTube. Next week we'll be starting a Wednesday night broadcast along with our usual Tuesday night truck series and our Saturday Racing Freaks Xfinity series. We'll be adding the Southern Motorsports Xfinity series on Wednesday nights. So make sure to always stop by and check out those races along with the new Wednesday night series. So with that, we'll do one more commercial break and then we will be ending the broadcast. We'll also be hosting a streamer, so make sure to check Cubs Fan 004 out as we end the broadcast here tonight. Once again, thank you everybody for stopping by and checking out the race.
iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.